What is going on, guys? And welcome to the Side Order.
In the night, chaos ignites. Pixels collide in the neon light. Controllers clash, voices take flight. The Side Order's here to fuel the night. Spawning a game, but it's more than score. A world of laughs and stories galore. Through headsets and glitches we all explore. Every bite a tale we can't ignore. Violent day, but it's more than scar. A world of laughs and stories galore. Through headsets and glitches we all explore. Every bite a tale we can't ignore. The Side Order, raise your hands. Through the servers, cross the lands. Pixels thrive with every stand. This is gaming in demand. From retro code to virtual times, the forces pierce with laser beams. Joystick legends breaking streams. Gaming warriors carving themes. Push the limit, break the trend. Cheat codes never will defend. Victory's not where we'll bend. The Side Order's voice won't bend. Side Order, raise your hand. Yeah. I'm in the game, but it's more than score. A war of laughs and stories galore. Through headsets and glitches we all explore. Every bite a tale we can't ignore. Side Order, raise your hands. Through the servers, cross the lands. There's a sign with every stand. This is gaming in demand.
Oh, went to the wrong one there. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Side Order. I am your host for this evening, Odinson, and welcome aboard the Scary Little Trees, where I am going to finish this painting. And then I got a new canvas right down here. We're going to start another one. That's what's going to happen there. So, first of all, there's not much left to do to this one. And we are going to finish that off right now. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is well today. Hello, Asim. I tell you right now, I've got my Swift right here. I'm going to have a little drink of that. All right, that's good stuff. Okay, now. Need my extremely dirty palette here. Because a couple last touches. Want to add a little bit of fog coming off and around the train, a little wispy kind of fog coming down off the bridge a little. That's going to finish this one, and I just got to sign it. And then we got my next one. Not sure what I'm going to do with that one. So maybe think about what you'd like to see me paint, and let me know in the comments, and maybe we'll make that one into something like that. All right. First of all, let's get ready to do that. That smoke, so we want white. Want a touch of blue. Good morning, everybody. Glad you could join me here this morning. Oh yeah, my NWO shirt. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so I need my little mixy thing here. Where's my mixy thing? Here's my mixy thing. That mix. Yeah, see, and it ends up a nice white blue there. I think that's going to be just the color we want for our smoke. Just need a good brush to put that in. What's going to be the brush for that, do you think? I'm asking you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get good enough fine marks with that. However, it's going to do for the wispiness. Well, now I do have an El Bundy jersey. I have worn it on screen before. I don't know if I'd want to wear it painting. So, that's not exactly the sort of thing I'd want to get paint on. Is the issue there, right? One. Actually not bad, okay. I can accept that. Actually, that's working out pretty well. Maybe a little better than I thought it would. Okay. Gotta like it when things work out. Gotta like it when a plan comes together. Up here. That. Good morning, Hojo. How you doing today? There, so right. Smoke. Ghost Train. Ooh. Actually, that's come out pretty well. Okay. Yeah, I like it. As I said, I like it when a plan comes together. So. Yeah, I had fun playing Headliners last night. That was a good time. Got pretty far. You'll have to join us for that on stream one of these nights, Strider. Okay, what do you think? That looks smoky enough? I think it does. I like that. Okay, so that's that. Bizarrely, that's about all I really wanted to do with this painting. And that more or less is going to finish that one. So... yeah, we did. We'll have to do that one of these nights on stream when we can get all four of us on there, I think. And have a little fun with that. So, there's only one thing I gotta do then. In this case. So, still open to suggestions. When anybody thinks I should paint. Still open to suggestions for what anybody thinks I should do with my new canvas down here. And we can get that rolling. There. Signed. And that one's done. So, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's come out all right. I think that's come out all right. Well, I don't know why my back is so itchy today. Oh, okay. So now it's time for something new. Now I suppose the question is, with this new canvas, do I want to go this way, or do I want to do one this way? This way I can go wider, right? What's everybody think? Because that one, it's got my signature on it now, so it's done. So that painting right there is finished and done with. Now, we got another fresh canvas right here. Thank you, country girl. Well, thank you, and I think it's time to start a new one. Yes, let's start a new one. I think we will go this way. I don't know why. I don't even know what I'm going to paint yet, to tell you the truth. But we're going to go this way. Yes, this way. So, let's get that one out of the way. Here we go. Thank you, painting. You're done now. You can go somewhere to dry. It's right there so everybody can still see you in the background. There you go. Okay, and we'll get this one going here. Oh, hey, come here. Stop, easel. Don't you run away on me there. There we go. Clamp it in. There. Okay. Fresh white expanse. Gotta love it. Got to love it. I put it on there. I put it on there. Look, 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 look. Look. Right there. That's my mark. That's how you know a painting's done. I don't put, that's the last thing I put on any painting. You see me put that on there, I've decided that painting is done. And I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Country girl, that's fantastic. You know what else is fantastic? This Swift. You get yours at swift.gg. Use our promo code. Side order 25, capital S, capital O. Get 25% off the whole store. And it's delicious stuff. All right. Well now, guess the big contemplation is, yeah, here we go. Actually, in case you're curious, I got it right there. That right there is the actual rocket juice right there. That's it. So, see if you can see that there. So there you go. Now to paint something space. Well, now that's not something I usually do, but I think I can accommodate that. First of all, I think we all know what I have to do. And that's terminate this red paint, I think. Because, it's all clogged. Quit doing that. Get out of there. There we go. Yeah, more paint. Paint me, please. Paint me now. You know what? You know what? We're just going to do this because this one's toast. So we're just going to take the lid right off it. There we go. There. That one's toast anyway, so we'll just get rid of her. Get all that in there. There we go. Oh. Sorry, just had to go to my bag of garbage. Okay, now I need some black. Here we got my black. Put that into my ocean of red. There we go. Space, eh? Okay. I got some ideas coming to me. I think I just got paint on my face. Did I just get paint on my face? Oh, I do have paint on my face. Hey, look at that. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to clean that up. And mix that up. Let's mix. Maybe that's too dark, eh? Can't even see the red in that. That's way too dark. You know what, though? Because it's space, I'm just going to go with it. I don't know, it is a way too dark, though. That's way too dark. I gotta add some more red to that. There. Okay, we're going to give that a shot. That's going to be what we're going to do. I want this brush. Together. See how that looks. Way too black. Way too black, but I think that's okay since I'm going to do space here anyway. And black is kind of what I want. So got a little bit of a red undertone to it. I like that. So we'll just go with that then. Yes, we will. Though, I'm not going to get very far in this because painting this background in is going to have the side effect. And yes, I am painting it in really thick. I want it nice and dark, nice and thick, nice and bold. So, we're going with absolute gobs of paint here. Something I don't usually paint it on so thick, but we're doing that today. And I think when it dries, it's actually going to dry out to a blacker, redder color, so I think that's going to be just fine for our space. Ow. Oh. Ah. Why I'm so itchy today. And of course, don't forget to come on back at 5. And at 8, as we will be back with our usual fantastic live content. We still aren't sure exactly what we are going to play yet. I discuss it with my partner in crime, but I did have a couple of things in mind. Yeah, actually, you know what's actually funny is that we both have that same issue caused by different things in the same angle. We always joke that the two of us couldn't sneak up on anyone because you'd hear us coming from a mile away with the snapping ankle noises. In space, no one can hear you scream. Sorry if I'm not the most responsive to chat. I literally have to turn around like this to see it. Yes, me and Johnny are on tonight at 11. That's right. I couldn't remember if that was on tonight or if that was tonight or not. But yes, that is tonight, so... That's me and Johnny. I do believe we're doing Portal 2. Should be pretty exciting. I haven't really played that one since it came out all those that time ago. So it should be interesting. We'll see how much of Portal I can remember. How good I am at that after all this time. I'm gonna guess probably not very. But we'll see. I do know that I'm more than willing to give it all a go, right? So, I'm game. Let's go. In space. No one can hear you in space. Okay, well, thank you for joining me here on a lovely painting together day. I always do so love my painting mornings. Some mornings I have a little bit of a hard time getting motivated to get up and do this early, but I'm always happy when I actually do, which is why sometimes I sleep in or something else preempts it, which is why I don't always do this every week. I try to. But there's also sometimes that, like, and may seem like a weird reason not to do it, but sometimes I just can't think of what to paint, and I'd rather not. And it's to a degree that it's not like, okay, well, I could come on and wing it and something will come to me. It's to more of a degree that it's like, I am absolutely just at an absolute block with doing this, and I don't want to come on and present you guys with a half-assed show where I'm not really into it. So if that's the case, I'd rather skip it. However, I was very, very much in the mood for some painting this morning. So here we are. I woke up and went, you know what I want to do today? I want to paint. Oh, here we are. Together on this fine Thursday morning with some scary little trees. Shortly right after this will come announcement as to what we are going to play tonight. I do have a couple of ideas of what I'd like to play, but of course I have to discuss that with my partner in crime. Trying to get together on that actually before I came out here to paint, but unfortunately we just didn't get together quite better. No knowledge yet on what we're painting, what we're playing. I'm painting. Me and Glyph are going to play video games. I don't believe Glyph is much of a painter. I believe I'm the one who handles that for the channel. Oh, how about that? I think I made the exact right amount of paint there. How about that? You'll excuse me for one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of an incident there. My nose was running so bad I could barely even see straight. It's getting right out of hand. Okay, so now we got my black background. That will be space. I'm thinking. Put like a planet right here. Maybe like a moon right here. Some sort of space junk or eldritch horror. Then maybe some space junk. Yeah, eldritch horror, space junk. Okay, this looks good. Yeah, eldritch horror, space junk. Okay, so what we need then? We need some paint for my planet. So what I think I'm gonna do there, I'm gonna go with some red, right? And some orange, right? And then a little shot of yellow. That. What I'm going to do, get a brush, get, say, this brush. Not that brush. Go with that one. Maybe. No, let's not go with that one. That one's not being cooperative. This one. That. I want that to run together like that, because I'm just going to dip my brush into it unmix. Use it to paint my planet, which should create a nice streaking effect. Okay, yes, here we go. See, I need new brushes, really. That one needs turpentine to be useful again. Okay, that one needs some water. There we go. There we go. That one will be perfect. Now we got brush. Okay. I'm going to go planet right here, right? Oh, what do we got? What's in there? One of my hairs. I want to brush that into the canvas. Free my DNA with every painting. Right? Keep this in. Sun, not a planet. That's okay. creating an interesting effect on the planet, but I don't know if this is really an appropriate effect for the planet. See here, what I'm thinking is that almost looks like feathers. Yeah, it almost looks like feathers. I'm kind of okay with that. Ow. Aye. Okay, I'm kind of okay with that. See, here's what I want to do, is I want to let that dry just a little bit. I want to go over it again. Actually, that's creating a bit of a good effect there. See, maybe that's what I want. Let's see what we can get with that. We're going to do some other stuff to this as well. But that's going to be next time. Just because this is still going to be too wet for me to do any real thing with here. Okay, so what we want to do is I want to get this kind of cloudy mixed up effect that I'm creating here all over the whole thing like this, right? And that works. There we go. Okay, well, I don't like that, honestly. I mean, maybe it looks better on camera, but okay. So that's okay. I think it's got a nice effect. It kind of almost looks like a sun more than a planet, but. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna need to fix that. That looks horrendous now. Yep. Oh, screwed that up. Yep. Okay. That's not good. That down for a sec. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let that dry and come back and fix that next week, because that looks tremendously horrendous. Just tremendously. Not happy with that one. Yeah, now it looks like a sun, yes. Yes, and it's not supposed to be a sun. Okay, I screwed it up. I'm aware. Okay, now planet right here, like a moon. Right here-ish. I'll make that. Get paint all over my face. Okay, so, actually, yes, let's have blue, white, and a little bit of black. And stir. Okay. There, got a nice blue-gray out of that. That's what I wanted. Okay, so planet right here. Do this one maybe a little. Yeah. Let's see how good I am at drawing a circle freehand. Okay, not bad. Okay, yeah, I guess, I don't, yeah, well, I'm my own worst critic, so thank you. You should never take my word for what I have to say about my paintings. I'll always tell you that my paintings suck. I think that's going to be about big enough for that. Yeah, I think so. There, give it a little bit of depth. How about that? A little dark color right there already. And represent the area away from the sun there. There we go. Hey, how about that? I like it. Okay, I'm happy with how that turned out at least. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, now. Thinking. It does kind of look like the Death Star, doesn't it? Well, I'm thinking Eldritch Horror. Oh, we got our new Swift delivery. Hey, how about that? Speaking of Swift,
Do an unboxing.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Got it right here. Here we got it. I'm not going to show it to you, but I got right here our Swift just delivered to our door. I'm going to open that up right now. I'm going to keep the side with our address on it away from the camera. They like to give me the worst knife in the universe for this. There we go. It's the Swift unboxing. If I get this box open, there it is. We'll just rip it open. How about that? There it is. And here it is right here, brand new, right out of the package, our monthly delivery of Swift. There it is, brand new, still sealed. Another container of our lovely rocket juice. Get yours at swift.gg. Use promo code SIDEORDER25. Save 25% off the whole store. I'm going to have a sip of my delicious, delicious drink. So now, see what I was thinking for games tonight? Is you want to bring Monster Hunter back with all the...
Yeah, let's do it. All done.
I thought Survival Machine and Monster Hunter sounded like a good way to start the week.
Sold Canadian.
Sold Canadian, so come on back, Survival. We're going to have Survival Machine at 5. Oh, yeah, that's a mess. We're going to have Survival Machine at 5. Oh, yeah, there it is. That was good. Paint all over my foot. So there it is. You heard it here first. We're going to have Survival Machine at 5. Because there's been a whole big uproar and stuff about Monster Hunter, the new Monster Hunter, and how it sucks, and they're messing with the community, and blah, 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 blah. We're going to play Monster Hunter, but not the new one. We're going to play the old one that really rules. I do believe we're actually up to the point where we are looking at a... believe we're up to the point in that where we're looking at going into Iceborne, the DLC. In fact, I think that might be where we're at. I know we're very near the end of the regular game, and that we were looking at moving into the Iceborne DLC the last time we were playing. So, I think that that's where we are and what we're going to be doing. So make sure you come on back for that. It should be some very exciting time. And then, of course, at 8 o'clock, be back with Survival Machine. Survival Machine, a fun little game where we have our giant rolling death machine, and we go out and take on the zombie hordes as we roll out. So it's pretty interesting. I look forward to playing it today at 8 o'clock. Should be a lot of fun. Also, because I know I've got this in the pipe for myself scheduled in for later this afternoon, I will be doing the next episode of Motorcycle Samurai. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel for the next couple days for that. Go see how much further the Motorcycle Samurai gets on his journey to Mom's house. I'm looking forward to actually recording that. It's much as we love doing the marble race around here. We all come to a point near about this time where it's done and everything, and we're just like, yep, okay, glad that's done. And it'll be nice to move on to Yes, my Motorcycle Samurai. I've been both enjoying playing that, and I've been enjoying making it. I've been liking that people have apparently been enjoying watching it, so that motivates me, of course, to keep making it. Yeah, I think this painting's going to come out all right. It's going to be a couple of days' work. I got some definite revisions, and I got a definite need for it to dry before I get too far into it. Yes, okay, so my Eldritch Abomination is coming together nicely. I've got some stuff to add to it. It's going to have to dry because I'm going to need multiple colors. So that's going to have to happen, for sure. So I need to put eyeballs on it. So maybe some sort of body behind it. that's going to have to be colored much darker. Contrast that. But everything's too wet for me to do that now. Okay, so I'm running into the same problem I run into every week on Scary Little Trees right about this time, and that is that my painting is too wet for me to continue to do too much to it. It's always an unfortunate spot to hit, but it's a spot I hit pretty much every week, and here we are this week. So, okay, again, Strider, you must have missed this last time. I'm going to show you again. Look, I did sign it. See, right there. Right there. See? That's my painting signature. That's it. If I put that on, the last thing I do before I finish a painting. Every time. This time was no exception. So, I'm going to leave it off there for now. I'm going to like how this one's coming together. We're going to come back and finish this one tomorrow. Hey, don't forget to come check us out at 5 p.m. as we come back with some Monster Hunter, one we haven't done in a while. I'm looking forward to that. Also, we'll be coming back then at 8 p.m. also with some Survival Machine, or are we doing that the opposite way? Either way. So we got Monster Hunter at 5, Survival Machine at 8, and then I'm coming back to Johnny Knight's channel at 11, where me and him are going to play Portal 2. I'm very interested in that. I finished that one, both single player and cooperative, when it first came out, like over a decade ago. Haven't played it since, so it'll be interesting. Please don't forget to check out Swift.gg to get yourself some delicious energy drink. And use our promo code SIDEORDER25, capital S, capital O, to get yourself 25% off store-wide. I have been Odinson. Thank you very much for joining me here on the Side Order this morning. This has been Scary Little Trees. Please don't forget to check out our Discord. Link to that is in the description below, as is a link to our merch shop if you'd like to get yourself a little side order something or other. Well, thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you all next time.